Good morning, everybody. It is March of year 4. We have made it through year 3. We reviewed the financials. We showed a nice profit in year 3, and our farm value went up. Our farm value increased 50% year over year with the amount of equipment and the little piece of land that we bought. Uh, 50%. I can't even fathom. Farm value went up 50% year over year. Anyway, it's March. We got a little bit of silage in the bins here. We are going to go ahead and harvest the grass. We're going to come out here and check on our field since it's right behind the house. This is one of our wheat fields growing at 95%. Um, yeah, I mean not much to say about that. It's rocking right along. It's in growth stage 4 of 8, so we got a long ways to go before that's ready to harvest. Another 4 months. But here's the other wheat field. Same thing, rocking along at 97%. So 97, 95, somewhere in there. Anyway, we've got some grass fields over here. We've actually got 3 grass fields planted. This is the grass field we've been running. It's been planted for a while, so it's rocking 75%. Apparently, in my infinite wisdom, I still forgot to fertilize this damn field. That's twice I forgot to fertilize this field. Man, I am batting 1,000 on that, but what can you do? So anyway, we're going to jump up here to field 54 and take a look at that. Well, why is that only showing 50% fertilized? I fertilized this field. What is going on? That's showing 100% fertilized. Needs lime. I should have thought of that. Getting a little bit better yield. I don't understand. I fertilized this field. Did I do it at the wrong time? Is it too late? That must be it, guys. It must have been too late. This must have already been in the ready to harvest state in November. I didn't harvest it in November. It must have already been in the ready to harvest state. So I missed fertilizer on 2 of these fields. Good gravy. Good grief. Well, that's going to cost us some money, but you know what? The grass isn't. We'll get it harvested here in March. We're going to let it rock until July, and then we're going to harvest it again. And then we're going to harvest the wheat in July. And I think in July I'm going to plant these 2 fields with grass again and get 2 cuts off of it, one in November and one in the spring. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I've got wheat planted in this, and obviously wheat turns over once a year. I'm going to get a ton of straw off of these fields too in July. So July is going to be a really busy month. Really busy month. But that's just going to maximize our profits, and I'm shooting to buy another piece of land, so I'm looking to. I need somewhere in the neighborhood of $3 to $4 million from harvest this year. And hopefully I can buy that, and that'll eat into some dividends. And because after this year, man, we got to start printing money. So one more field is going to go a long way. So we got our silage over here. Let's take a look at what we got. This should actually all be silage. Oh, I put the new bales over here. I only got 17 bales off of that field that I harvested in November. So, but I think. Yeah, I don't know why it really separates those, but yep, all of our grass, all of it's silage now. So, you know what, guys? We don't really have anything to do except jump in the mower and start mowing some grass. So we'll rock it over here, and we'll jump in the mower and get it kicked off here on our closest field, and we'll start rocking some grass and get year 4 kicked off with a bang. You see our new auger wagons there? Those are going to be nice when the wheat harvest comes around. Gonna be nice. Yeah, gonna be super nice. So just out of curiosity, let's jump in here and see what month we get the best price for wheat. So we'll harvest it we get the best price in December. So just like everything else, we'll be selling off in December. Um, Man, I don't know that I'm going to sell anything until December. I may sit on all of this silage if I got room for it. Absolutely no need for me to sell any of that right now. 19 bales off of that field. So we're going to send this guy up to field 54. Let him get up there, and we are going to jump in the truck here, and that's the truck we want. So you guys will notice for the beginning of the year, all our equipment's put away all nice and neat. Those Borgo cedars are huge. They're actually too big for our canopy there, but that's all right. Probably going to build another garage this year. Probably going to put another one of those big 3-bay garages down. Might put 2 of them down, but to be honest with you, I was looking at that last year, and at the end of the year, I didn't want to spend the money because I didn't want to have to go run another load of silage down to make sure I made a profit for the year. Make sure I showed a decent profit for the year. But I may have to rearrange the farmyard. I put that one building there in such a way that it was really only conducive when there was one building. So I'd like to have, instead of the garage and the 2 carports, I'd like to have 3 of those garages, but I'd actually like them flipped 90 degrees from what that one is. So you know what? All that means is moving all the equipment, which isn't that big of a deal. But anyway, it's all put up for now. You guys can see that. Don't get used to it because it won't last long. I don't have a tendency to put equipment back very efficiently. But typically I don't know if real life farmers do this or not, but typically I use that equipment throughout the year. It ends up scattered all over the farm, and then December is my clean up, tune up, repair, get all the equipment in the shop, get it all repaired, get it all gassed up, get it all washed up, put up, and then it's ready for the following year. And then I'll spend the whole following year messing it up again. So it's all nice and neat right now, except the 2 trucks, except the 8RX I got out, and the truck and the trailer here is all nice and neat. All right, so there is that. We are going to get these last handful of bales. There we go. So apparently I miscounted, but there's bale number 19 over here. Alright, turn around here. I got to stop because the trailer likes to be stopped when you reset the bale loading. There is that. Got that all set up. So we are off to the bale storage. I started saying, I don't recall ever hearing my tractor having gotten to the other field, but there it just got there. So went here, strap it, unload it in the. There isn't any reason why we can't just send this puppy to field 54. That's where we're going to need him next. We need our lime carts. Just get the one at the end here because it's the easiest to get to. No idea how much lime is in this cart. Oh, you know what? Doesn't really matter. Almost none. But that is okay. dokie, because we have got lime in here, I think. Had to move my lime filling station. I set a lime filling station down last year, and it was working out great for liming the fields. And then I figured out it was in the middle of the auto drive route that gets my trucks over to the bale loading area, so I had to take it out. So I probably need to put that back, but I got a bunch of lime in here, I believe. You know what? We're just going to put them all out because we're going to need all that. Back in the truck, back in the tractor. Start filling some lime. All right, there's the last bag of lime. Yep, you know what, guys? We're just going to set a lime silo down here. We're going to put it right here. Doesn't interfere with any of our auto drive routes. There we go. I don't think I will need an entire trailer of lime, but might as well. That was not going to work out quite as well as I. Well, we won't be able to put anything except these little wagons in here. Well, that ain't going to work. Just better get out and buy some lime, huh? Better get out and get some lime bought. Alright, now let's fill this puppy up. It just takes a long time to fill this trailer up. This trailer holds 50,000 liters of lime, and that will barely lime one of the big fields. Barely. Alright, lime is full. Steering assist going. That field is good, ready for April. April comes along, we'll hit it with some fertilizer, and it will be good till July. So might as well jump in the truck and start collecting bales. Ooh, we working hard, boys. Working hard. Making that money. Making that money. Turning grass into money. Ha, like we're a dope dealer or something. It's a nice field there. It's huge. Mind having that one. I think it's about $5.5 million. Although if the finances look like we can swing it, that would be a great field. Hell, one, we could plow it in with this one. We will own that field at some point. I'm just not sure if we will own it by year 5 when it comes time to start buying back shares. And then from year 5 to year 10, our money will be solely dedicated to buying, well, 1, paying off the loan, 2, buying back the outstanding shares of this farm until it is fully ours. And then once it is ours, guys, we are going to rock this farm. I'm going to try to make $500 million by year 20. I don't know if I can do that. I'm going to try to make $500 million. We'll see how long it takes us. I would love to say I'm going to make $1 billion on this farm, but that number, guys, people throw that number around. That number is astronomical. Got all the bales, so we're going to send this guy back to the farm with these bales. He can get there and get unloaded. As soon as we get him going, we'll jump over into the tractor there and we'll get it going on the line, and then we'll jump over into the mower. The mower should get to the field there pretty soon, so we want this guy to go bale load. It doesn't matter. Bale load. We didn't use half our line, so maybe on this other field, if we keep our foot down like we did on this one, we'll get in line with what's left in this wagon. And it's raining, but I'm not going to stop baling because I don't really think rain affects the yield on grass. I know it affects the yield on the other crops, but you also, on the other crops, get a warning. It tells you it's going to affect your yields. I'm making the guess that since I don't get that warning on grass, doesn't affect the grass. Turn that on. We'll send him to the bale loading. Doesn't matter which one. Street. We can send him on his way. Hammer down. going back to the farm. All right, bales in the barn. We are done with this thing. My God, this truck is dirty fast. Of course, I guess I was driving it around a muddy field, so we're going to park it right here where it's been. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Mega Farm from Mega Debt Challenge, or playthrough, or whatever you want to call it. Here we are on a fine April morning. We got all of our grass harvested yesterday. We got, I don't know, 60 bales. It was ridiculous is what it was, the little bit of bales we got. Anyway, we're going to get some stuff fertilized. We're going to get those grass fields fertilized. We put some lime on them yesterday, or put some lime on them in March. So we'll be in good shape there. We'll get some fertilizer on them. We're just filling up the fertilizer spreader here. It's going to take it a bit to fill up here. This thing holds a ton of fertilizer, so I actually don't think I'm going to fill it full. I'm going to stop it at about 20,000 liters here because I don't know how much dry fertilizer these fields will take. This is the first time I've put dry fertilizer on them. Up until now, I've been running liquid fertilizer, so. But we're running dry fertilizer now because, I don't know, it seemed like a good idea. Of course, I got the different damn tractor this time. So it doesn't have the field settings back still on it. Alright, let's back up. Let's turn that on. Let's lock that on. Let's drive. This is really all we've got to do in April, folks. We are going to knock out some. We're going to knock out some fertilizer on these fields. Make sure we get 100% yield bonus off of these fields. So yeah, all we have to do in April is spread fertilizer on these fields, and then we're moving on. I would say we're moving on to May, but we don't have anything to do in May. After we spread fertilizer on these fields, every single one of our fields will be 100% worked and have absolutely nothing for us to do. Absolutely nothing. The wheat fields are done. They're just waiting on harvest. And once I put the fertilizer on here, the grass fields will be done and just waiting on harvest. So yeah, that's where it's at, guys. We're gonna knock out April in just a few minutes here. So not gonna be a long April month at all. 97% yield bonus, and we're going to get a good growth. I don't know how the hell we missed that. 97% yield, and we're going to get a good 4 growth cycles on it. So ought to be a nice harvest off of this field the next time. We ought to get. I'm hoping in this next harvest we get neighborhood of 200 bales off of these 3 fields. Maybe 180 bales off of these 3 fields. Not going to spill that, man. These fields are going to go quick. We are not going to spend a lot of time in April at all this year because we just don't have much to do. You know, a lot of years we're planting in April, but not this year because we planted wheat in both fields. So that the year 5 though we won't be like this because we're not going to plant wheat. We're going to harvest the wheat. We're going to plant grass in those fields, and then whatever we plant for year 5 will be spring planting, fall harvesting. I don't know what that's going to be yet. Yeah, I don't know what that's going to be yet. It's going to remain to be seen. I'd like to put some soybeans down if I can. And that may be what I do. I still got the 2 John Deere seeders, and that's exactly why I still have the 2 John Deere seeders, so I can run soybeans if I so choose. And I may so choose. I wanted to plant canola this year in one of the fields. Wheat in one field, canola in the other field, and get an idea of which one yielded more, which one paid more. And then when I moved the seeders from one field to the other, I forgot to change the seed type. Which I don't know about you guys, but that is a common occurrence for me. At least they were both set on the same seed type. It gets to be a real pain in the butt when I got one set on one seed type. When I'm changing seed types and I running 2 seeders and I change seed types between one field, and I remember to change one seeder, but I don't remember to change the other, and then I launch them off and plant 2 different types of crop in the same field. I'd be ashamed to admit how many times I've done that. All right, fertilizing done. Back to the farm we go. You know what, guys? There's no need for you guys to watch me drive back to the farm. We're going to wrap this one here. We're going to wrap April right here. April was a quick month. We didn't have anything to do but fertilize. Got nothing to do in May, so not going to see you guys in May. So we will bring you guys back in June, and hopefully we got a massive grass harvest in June. I'm actually going to look at it in June, and if it looks good to harvest, I'm going to harvest it. If it doesn't, then I'm going to push it, and we'll harvest it. We'll harvest it in July, and we'll just have to figure that out, of course. You know, if worse comes to worse, we'll get it all baled in July, and then we can pick it up. We can pick it up at a later. We can pick it up after the wheat harvest. So, all right, guys, gonna wrap April. We'll pick you guys up in June. Thanks a lot.